So the Do Nothing Democrats may actually earn the name Do Nothing. And as excited as they've been about a Biden win, they may lose all of that energy. Here's why. So the Washington Post reported that the Trump team at the moment is planning on how they can circumvent Congress and Senate to pass stimulus bills, essentially. This would be one of the most significant things that any president has done. This would be the moment where you match the biggest situation in our history. And if there is one thing that could swing a lot of potential voters, it would be this. And Donald Trump could do it. We don't know what he's planning on doing. The couple things that we are aware of is an eviction moratorium, uh, unemployment insurance is another one, and there was talk about a UBI and the paycheck, the payroll tax cuts, along with the $1,200 stimulus check that everyone has been talking about, that we know is kind of going to happen if they got something passed. So the reason why Donald Trump would actually have to do this through executive order is because the Democrats and the Republicans are just unable to come up with a plan. The Republicans have sat in the Senate just sitting on their hands, unable to come up with a plan on their own, let one that they can actually um, agree to completely. The Democrats on the other side have also done just about nothing. So this is how you fix this entire situation. This is how, if you're Donald Trump, you win. If he passes the biggest stimulus to, ultimately save our economy, and that's exactly what he would be doing, saving our economy. Nobody could take that away from him. Nobody could say, well, he's a worthless president. You know, he, at that point, he becomes the president who stood down the biggest economic crisis in our history, and he got us through it. He rebuilt our country. And yeah, that's exactly how significant this is. And that's why when you see Republicans and Democrats unwilling to budge on anything, it becomes incredibly terrifying. It is, without a doubt, the worst situation that we've been in. GDP never dropped like it did. Even the 10% is very significant. So yeah, that all that momentum that Biden has and that Trump has not handling coronavirus like they want, all that stuff goes away in an instant because the Democrats just aren't doing anything. Do we really even know what Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, Joe Biden, do we know what they're advocating for? We don't. They haven't said it. The reason why so many people have a distrust with Trump when it comes to coronavirus is because of the economy. The economy is the big thing, and they see his inaction as being something that has hurt our economy even more. And yes, of course, people care about human lives, but the economy is huge. It's going to affect all of us. So, if he comes back and saves our economy, and understand, again, this is something that they've talked about. If we are inactive, we're talking a depression that could last years, followed by one of the slowest growth periods. can't withstand that. Not as a country, not as a first world country, and continue that. It would be, it'll lead to revolution, bloody revolution. Maybe we'll come out on the other side better, but it's gonna be painful. If Trump steps in and does the right things, maybe even goes, he out lefts the Democrats. If he does that and he does it properly, because of the Senate and Congress, the House, their inability to get anything done, well, there we go. Game over. November, Trump will have his reelection. Especially because right now, the people don't trust any politician. The anger that we have towards Mitch McConnell, Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, all of them, is at an all-time high. Because people are being kicked out of their house. People don't have enough money. Small businesses and big businesses alike, as well as economists, are worried about the economy. They're worried about people not spending money, not supporting businesses. On an even more drastic note, people are running out of food. People are being kicked out of their homes. And what are they all doing in DC? Nothing. But if Trump goes to this drastic measure to issue executive order after executive order to save our economy from the brink, you can't deny what that would do for him. You can't deny just how much that would bolster him.